CIA director nominee destroys one of the Democrats' biggest lies by Dan Lindsay, Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. President Donald Trump just humiliated Democrats again. In fact, his new CIA director nominee, Gina Haspel, destroyed one of their biggest lies. Liberals are about to freak out, and you don't want to miss this. According to the Daily Caller, President Donald Trump shocked the political world on Tuesday, March 13, 2018, with an announcement on Twitter saying that CIA Director Mike Pompeo would become the new Secretary of State and that Deputy CIA Director Gina Haspel will become the CIA Director as Rex Tillerson departed the administration. Haspel's nomination immediately sent panic through the liberal world as one of the biggest lies went up in flames. Mike Pompeo, director of the CIA, will become our new Secretary of State. He will do a fantastic job. Thank you, Rex Tillerson, for his service. Gina Haspel will become the new director of the CIA and the first woman so chosen. Congratulations to all, Trump wrote. Liberals began attacking President Trump, trying to label him a misogynist during his presidential election campaign when he took a hard stance against Hillary Clinton in an April 2016 report by the New York Times. Trump was accused of carrying out gender-based attacks against his opponent in an attempt to smear his character. This week alone, he accused her of playing the woman card to get where she is, saying if Hillary Clinton were a man, I don't think she'd get 5% of the vote. He questioned her strength and stamina, and he mocked her for shouting. Also, this year he attacked Mrs. Clinton as the enabling political spouse of a former president who Mr. Trump said had abused women. Mrs. Clinton advisors say they are confident that such comments will galvanize Democrats and infuriate nearly any woman who has ever had to work harder than a man. But they also recognize that Mr. Trump is proven adept at reading the electorate and at dominating news coverage, and that Mrs. Clinton must parry his attacks without overplaying her hand or further eroding her standing with male voters, whom she has struggled to win over in the Democratic primary, source New York Times. Now that Trump has nominated the first woman to be director of the CIA, liberals have to face the truth. Donald Trump didn't berate Hillary Clinton because she is a woman. He did it because she doesn't have any character and could not hide her contempt for everyday Americans. Calling Trump a misogynist was one of the biggest lies perpetuated by Democrats about our president, and now it's time for them to eat crow. In addition to destroying one of the left's biggest lies about Trump, CIA Director nominee Gina Haspel also creates a tremendous problem for liberals to digest because of Haspel's shining 30-year-plus career with the CIA. She represents a few characteristics that liberals despise. She doesn't fit their agenda of what an American woman should look like. Haspel's resume shows she formerly served as Deputy Director of the National Clandestine Service, Deputy Director of the National Clandestine Service for Foreign Intelligence and Covert Action, and Chief of Staff for the Director of the National Clandestine Service. Add in that Haspel oversaw the torture of Muslim terrorists beginning in 2002 at a black site prison in Thailand, and what you have to have is cause for mass hysteria and panic in the snowflake world. Haspel is sure to face resistance during her confirmation in the Senate because of her particular supervisorial skill set, which includes waterboarding and other unpleasant but effective interrogation techniques. Wow. Below is a clip of how liberal politicians responded in February of 2017 when Haspel was promoted to Deputy CIA Director.
A woman with with a reputation of being very tough on terrorists is the new deputy director of the CIA. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Harridge tells us that reputation has some on Capitol Hill questioning whether she is the right person for the job.
In a blunt letter to President Trump, Democratic Senators Ron Wyden and Martin Heinrich said the new CIA deputy director's background, quote, makes her unsuitable for the position. White House spokesman Sean Spicer.
She's had an unbelievably distinguished career as a covert operative. She basically gave up that to come out and serve in this role at the request of Director Pompeo.
Gina Haspel has worked in the shadows for decades, and there are no agency photos of her. She had a direct role in the post-9/11 interrogation program that critics call unlawful.
We have declared as a country that we will not use torture, and so I just want to make sure that whoever is in the senior management at the CIA shares that belief.
In a blog post, former CIA Deputy Director Mike Morrell said Haspel drafted a memo to destroy videotape evidence of al-Qaeda operative Abu Zubaydah's waterboarding. While an investigation found no laws were broken, the ACLU wants Haspel to make the same public commitment as her boss, Director Mike Pompeo.
Will she say that she agrees with his position that torture and abuse are illegal and will not be used by the CIA? That will go a long way towards correcting the record and making clear where this administration stands.
Former CIA Director Michael Hayden, his deputy Steve Kappas, and Intel legend Charlie Allen applauded the appointment. Quote, when we went on the offense against al-Qaeda, Allen told Fox, Gina was a rock. She, like others, worked to destroy AQ's core. While the position does not require Senate confirmation, the appointment has touched a raw nerve because of President Trump's previous endorsement of torture to gather intelligence from terror suspects. Brett.
Catherine, thank you.
Well, at this time, no reports have been yet been released to indicate who will replace Gina Haspel as Deputy CIA Director when she assumes her role. However, her nomination alone is enough to celebrate. American patriots are applauding President Donald Trump for picking someone as CIA Director who has spent decades serving her country and setting an example for others as a strong, intelligent, and successful woman. It's sad that liberals who claim to be the champions for women can also cheer this female for her history-making nomination. But boy, that must be some kind of job to do, like what she, wow. I didn't even think about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.